Convert the given words into chemical equation. The given is potassium plus dibromine trioxide. It will produce potassium oxide plus boron. So the chemical equation presents the different chemical formula or the symbols for every chemical species. And so we have potassium. The symbol for potassium is K. You can look in your table of elements for that. Potassium, that's K. And so we have plus. We have here a compound. So it's a combination of two different elements. We have bromine. So we write here Br. Then we have oxide for oxygen. And do not forget, it's a molecular or it's formed by covalent bonding. So via Br, it's non-metal. Oxygen is also non-metal. So covalent compounds uses these prefixes. Mono means 1, di 2, 3, tri, tetra 4. Again, this is only true for covalent compounds. Ionic compounds do not use these prefixes. So we have here the prefix di before bromine. It means there are two. Di means two. There are dibromine. There are two atoms of bromine. Then we have tri or three atoms of oxygen, hence trioxide. So this is the chemical formula for dibromine trioxide. It's a covalent compound. It's a compound formed by the covalent bonding of bromine atoms to oxygen atoms. Next, copy the arrow. Next we have potassium. Then O, oxygen. That's oxide. Remember, it's a metal and it's a non-metal. So this is an ionic compound. So ionic compound do not use these prefixes. So we do not actually know how many potassium or oxygen is in this formula. So we need to check these manually. So oxygen, it have uh, oxygen. Oxygen have how many valence electrons? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So oxygen needs 2 valence electrons, and potassium have how many valence electrons? So we have 1. So it has 1 valence electron. So uh, potassium, of course, it will donate 1 valence electron. So it can donate 1 valence electron to oxygen. But again, oxygen needs 2 valence electrons. So we need 1 more potassium atom to donate. So it can have 2 valence electrons. And so we have the stable compound for potassium oxide there must be how many potassium atoms? We need 2 potassium atoms. 2 potassium atoms and 1 oxygen atom. So the chemical equation or the chemical formula for potassium oxide is K2O. Then we have plus B for boron. So this is the chemical equation for potassium plus dibromine trioxide. It will produce potassium oxide and boron.